Imagine a forest you can never leave. You walk forward, yet somehow end up in the same place. You mark the trees, but your marks disappear. Time passes, the sun begins to set, and the silence becomes unbearable. Legend says that long ago, this forest was cursed. Those who entered were never seen again. Tonight, you will hear the story of those who dared to challenge the forest and what awaited them inside. Are you ready? Then listen carefully and don't look back. The mysterious forest. No one can leave. Not far from a small town lay a dense, eerie forest that everyone feared. Locals whispered that once you entered, you could never find your way out. The trees seemed to shift, the paths vanished, and compasses stopped working. One day, a group of friends, Dmitri, Anna, and Serhiy, decided to test the legend. They brought a map, flashlights, and a GPS to ensure they could find their way back. At first, everything seemed normal. They followed a narrow path marking trees along the way. But after an hour, they realized they had returned to the exact same spot, even though they had walked straight. Their marks had vanished. The GPS malfunctioned, and the compass spun endlessly. A strange silence filled the air. No birds, no rustling leaves. The forest seemed frozen in time. As the hours passed, the darkness deepened unnaturally fast. It wasn't yet sunset, yet the shadows grew longer, stretching toward them. The friends felt as if something unseen was watching them. Then, out of nowhere, a child's laughter echoed through the trees. Serhiy stepped forward, thinking someone needed help. But after a few steps, he simply disappeared. Dmitri and Anna called his name, but only their own voices echoed back. They tried to find a way out, but the trees seemed to shift, blocking their path. Anna suddenly remembered an old legend. To leave the forest, one had to find an ancient oak with deep carvings in its bark. They began searching frantically. Minutes later, Dmitri spotted an old, twisted tree and pointed to it. They ran toward it, but then, behind them, Serhiy's voice called out, "Where are you going?" They turned and saw him, but his eyes were completely black. Ignoring him, they reached out and touched the oak. Instantly, everything changed. The fog lifted, and they found themselves at the forest's edge. Behind them, only mist remained, swirling around unseen figures deep within the trees. Serhiy was never seen again. That was the story. But what really happened to Serhiy? Did he remain trapped in the forest?